Hello everybody, my name is Ronja and Engarde, and welcome back for more Stardew Valley. In the last part, we finally got to partake in the Egg Festival and also did a little bit of rainy day fishing in spring, which meant pretty decent money and also some really good items. And in this part, we are, let's see actually, good humor. Might actually make this a mining day then, because, you know, we've definitely done enough fishing, that's for damn sure. It's salmonberry season. All across the countryside, bushes are teeming with juicy little berries, and they're free for the taking. Harvesting them is a great way to earn some extra cash. No. The salmonberries don't really sell for that much, and really, the best thing you can do with them is use them for energy, because they're really good for that. Hi Ronja, I have some good news for you. A few days ago I made a breakthrough in my research in the local environment. I'll spare you the technical details and get to the point. You know the empty cave over there a little ways to the west? Well, I have a way to turn it into something useful. For both of us. I like to set up the cave to attract some local species. That way you can observe them in a more controlled environment, and you can harvest whatever products they produce. I can also set the cave to attract mushrooms or fruit bats. The bats will sometimes leave fruit for you to collect. Well, I used to be on the bats side of things, because the bats can actually give you a lot of things that are really good for the community center. But in recent times, I've definitely been a convict for the mushrooms. Convert? Yeah. Convert is a better word, I suppose. Because not only do they actually give you things you can use for the community center as well, they also give you things that you can use for energy and health more consistently, which I am definitely a fan of, so mushrooms it is. And also the mushrooms are going to be useful, you know, past, like the first year, which the fruit bats kind of start becoming kind of useless after you've finished the community center. Alright, I'll go set it up for you right now. It shouldn't take any time at all. Thanks for letting me do this. Of course, no problem. Let's pick up the iron bar, put that in there. And hello dear, and you're just getting started as a gardener, so I want to give you a little tip. Most crops only grow in one season. When summer arrives, your spring crops will all die out. So plan ahead, Granny Evelyn. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about yesterday with, well, no. Two parts from now I was talking about the greenhouse and how that is good for, you know, the fact that you only get so and so many days for, the individual seasonal crops. Let's pick up these parsnips, and let's start with the watering, which, yeah, that's that's gonna be fun from now on. Gonna be a lot of stuff to pick, no, to water. I mean, Jesus. So I'm gonna see you back when I'm done with that. Okay, now that we finally have everything watered, just look at our energy, dude. That, it's gonna be fun from now on to do that all over. But now, let's pick up everything we need for the community center. Also pick stuff that we need for Gunther. That one does say Gunther, but I'm saving that one because we can also use that in the community center, so better to have the community center one saved. IMO. Yeah. That's good with me. And also, I think it's gonna be... Ooh. Hell yeah, another thing for Gunther. Oh, I forgot. I need to sell the parsnips. I took the liberty of putting away 10 of them, because I'm really gonna want to save them for later, because they are actually helpful for some, well, not just one, but several recipes, actually. And I'm doing it because I always find myself at the end of the, well, you know, when I'm in fall or winter, and it's like, oh, I really wish I had a parsnip right now. It's been more than one time where that has happened, where I'm like, oh, really wish I had a parsnip. Oh, hell no. We can't even do this because it's not going to be raining either today or tomorrow. We could give her one that we already have, though, and just, you know, hope that another rainy season. No, we're not going to do that. Hell no. No, I was thinking about processing my geodes, but I think I actually have to load stuff off. Unload some things here at Gunther's place. Donate to museum. And I think I'm gonna start over here. Just, you know, I like to go from the smallest to the biggest, just so, you know, it feels like you're completing stuff. I think over here. Here. Excellent. And, oh, here is what we really wanted. Ancient seeds. The recipe for them, and some cauliflower seeds as a bonus. Because the ancient seed, I think I'm actually just going to run back to our farm after this, to be perfectly honest, just so that I can do that. Process geode. Excuse me, phone. Jesus. Interrupt, little piece of shit. We already got one thing we can donate. We got two things. Goody goody. Most of these, well, excuse me. Okay. Iridium ore this early is really good. That's not something you see really at all until, you know, way later. We only got 3 though. Well, only I say, but it just means that we can't actually smelt it into something because you need 5 of an ore to smelt. I think you already saw that though, but just in case you didn't, just wanted to clarify. Melon seeds already? Hell yeah. Pretty much when you get certain amounts, the rewards you get from the museum is dependent on a different couple of things. You get rewards for donating a total amount of items, and then you also get some rewards for donating certain items. So it's like a little bit mixed. I think what I'm gonna do is buy 10 cauliflower. Yeah. Because that means I completely replace the parsnips perfectly. Oh, yeah, I think this is actually the last day we can plant cauliflower seeds. So that, it's pretty perfect. Why not? I'll contemplate that for tomorrow. But before we do that, let me just run up to the community center to get that done, so that right after this we can just run to the mines. I don't think we're gonna really get much done, but, you know, it's something. So, river fish, we have the catfish and the shad. Oh, the bream is for, that's for something else. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to sneeze. Oh. Oh, Jesus. That was very violent. Sorry about that. Bream. Now the only thing we need for this is the walleye, but that isn't fall, I believe. Now what else? Oh, the crab, the crab. Of course, that is in the crab pot bundle. Obviously. And then, did we have anything else? No. No, that was it. I think I'm just, make it like a point to only go to the community center if I, either A, don't really have anything else to do that day, or if I can actually complete a bundle, because it's not that hard to check as you have this community center tab, so that you can always, check. I think, what is the next one that we're going to be able to... I think this one might be the next. Because this one, no. Oh, gosh darn it. Artisan, no. Construction, not with the hardwood, no. Fall, flourishing, summer, winter, exotic, hell no. Fish, no. Spelter fish, no. Ocean, no. Maybe. So it's probably gonna be crab pot or spring crops, which is gonna be next. It just depends on how many of the crab pot bundle items we find on the beach, pretty much. Let's put this in here. This and this and this and this. Yeah. And in here we put this and this. And in here this and this. Yeah. Yeah. Now we need the watering can, because we need to put, we need to water our crabs, Oh, hello. I was on the watering can. Oops. This should... Yeah, perfect. This is going to deplete the last of our energy. Hooray. But thankfully we do have a lot of food to replenish it with, so no big deal, really. And... no. Jesus. There. I think we're just going to eat on our way to the mines. Really don't have much left of the day, though, but whatever. See here. Dandelion. Oh, there's a moral up there. Hello. Oh, God. Since this is the forest farm, or well, the foraging farm, more specifically, there's going to be a lot of stuff like this, the moral that pops up. And as you can see here, those are the 6 boxes that are going to have mushrooms for you. I believe it's something like every 2 days, approximately. I don't really know that for sure, so don't quote me on that, but it should be approximately every 2 days. Let's actually see if there are any more salmonberry bushes. I think there's one up here, maybe? No. Oh, yeah, up here. 1 extra? I mean, 25. That is better than the spring goose, but not better than the field snacks, so. But they are completely free, so that's something. Let's get down to floor 15. Don't think we're going to make it that far, but I mean, if we can make it to at least floor 20, that's going to be good. Let's get these these nerds, these idiots out of the way. I don't really like those grubs because I don't really know what triggers it, but sometimes they start turning into flies, which is super annoying. Oh, and there's actually something that I forgot to mention when I was talking about the mines, because I did actually mention pretty much everything that I wanted to say pretty much, but there's one thing I missed, which is, well, I mentioned everything when it comes to the staircase, specifically, with only one thing missing being that when you defeat all the enemies on the floor, you get a special increase in the chance to find the staircase. So really it's always kind of a good thing to try to eliminate all the enemies, because it means that you have a higher chance of finding the staircase in a rock that is, you know, not influenced by daily luck. Oh, a fly. Hello. You son of a bitch, get over here. And again, even if we don't make it to floor 20, that isn't really that bad, because, I mean, just gathering resources from here is good, so, like, every little bit helps, as they say. I don't like how dark it is on the lower parts of this, because that means that even if the staircase appears, it's going to be harder to actually find it. Now, if this appears, you know, the green kind of mist, that means there's going to be a lot of enemies flying at you. The enemy in question, depending on which floor you're on. Not like from floor to floor, like this floor is probably also going to have the flies, for example. But when you get to like floor 30 or whatever, like getting lower and lower, the flying enemy is going to be different. I think from like when we get away from these, like the insect floors, not that I like to call them, I don't really call these floors anything, but these floors are more, it's like filled with insects and stuff. But in the later floors that are, you know, not with insects, the flying enemy is going to be a bat. Most of the, I think pretty much all of them are going to be bats from then on. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, the staircase was right there, just go down, but I think it's better to, like, there's no point in, like, rushing through these mines, because I think it's much better to try to, get as many resources as possible. I do see that we're getting pretty close, because it's already, 9, and we do need, like, approximately 2 hours to run back. So unless we find the staircase pretty soon here, I might actually opt to, you know, not do anything, and just, you know, run back. If it gets to 10:30, I think we're just gonna, you know, give up and run. So let's just see how far we're gonna get here. Time moves pretty quickly here in the mines, it feels. And another one of these swarms. I don't know if it has any official name, but I think it's like, people refer to this as a swarm. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run for the out the staircase. If I wasn't, you know, swarmed by flies, Jesus. We might actually not make it in time just because of these flies. That's very annoying. Get off of me. There, finally, Jesus. 11 p.m. Ugh. Gonna cut it a little close here. And actually, that's one thing that I started talking about earlier, but I kind of stopped in the middle, is you can get up to 12 p.m. without any penalties for the next day, but after 12 you're gonna get penalties. in the energy that you have for the next day. Because usually you wake up with full energy, but if you go to bed too late, yeah, you're gonna start to see your energy kind of, yeah, you see 12. Oh, I think we're just gonna run straight to bed here. 12:10. Level 2 mining. Then a staircase. I kind of quickly jumped over that, but that just means you can spend 99 stone to make a ladder down. But that's really not that useful this early on, so I'm not going to be using that for many seasons. Spirits feel neutral. Okay. And what do we have? Greetings, Varney. It's a pleasure to inform you that your farm will be featured in next week's up-and-coming column of the Stardew Valley Tribune. Congratulations, we're impressed with your quick progress. Don't really know what that is, what triggers that, but okay. Do you remember how you're feeling settled in your new home? And Brandy Lightning of the Pier store is now selling fertilizers. I don't know if... Are there times where they don't do that? I'm just going to find and see if we can afford a few dozen boxers, so... no. Let's just put everything away. I guess we should actually, oh, the sword in here, of course. See if... Wow, my brain just fucking shut down. Rice shoot. Oh. It's a little late for that now. IMHO. So we're gonna put those in there too. And... no, this goes in foraging. The crab, however, goes in here. But these other things go in here. And now I'm just gonna spend the entire morning watering, so... see you guys when that is done. Okay, so that is all the watering done, and I also took the liberty of smelting all our copper bars that we... well, smelting all the copper ores into copper bars, I should say. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thinking to make this a, what's a smelting day? No, a fishing day. Because, well, we haven't had enough of those yet. Oh lord, sorry if that gets super duper repetitive. Again, doing a lot of fishing in the beginning parts of this game, not going to be as much of that when it comes to the later seasons. It's just that right now, fishing is the best way to make money fast. And also just in general, some of the best uses of your time, more or less. Ooh, Pamela. I do believe she likes parsnips, so that's one good reason to put away some parsnips is for her birthday. And yeah, I think that's about it. I don't really think there's much else for us to do with that. So let's... yeah, that way. Because I think we're gonna just, you know, eat a lot of food and then try to do some fishing. I'm really glad one update they did in 1.4 was that items don't fall into the water as often as it used to do. Because it really used to fall in the water a lot of times. So I'm very, very happy that they changed that. Because it was kind of infuriating chopping down a tree near water, losing like half of your wood. And also, as you saw there, that was a lost library book, which is something that I'm gonna save for later. Kind of, it's not gonna come up right now, but it's something that I'm probably, possibly might cover later. Oh well. For now, I'm just gonna, do what I did earlier in the last episode, which was, just play some calming music and have some fun. So, see you guys then. Okay, let me just see. Yeah, this is the one. The iridium rod, used in water to catch fish. And as you can tell, the fiberglass rod only has, that hook for the bait, but this one also has like a other thing to put stuff into, and that is the boober. All of these different things. I guess I could kind of go over these to like give you a little taste of what they can do. Slightly increases the bite rate when fishing, cause the fish escape slower when you aren't reeling them in. This is my personal favorite, because there is another one that people say to use, but this is my favorite. Lead bobber adds weight to a fish preventing from bouncing along the bottom. I suppose is useful if you aren't really that good at, lowering the fishing bar, but that is not really a problem I encounter that much. Treasure Hunter, fish don't escape while collecting treasures, also slightly increases the chance to find treasures. This is my favorite one if I'm not, hunting for some troublesome fish, because I fucking love the treasures. Cork Bobber slightly increases the size of your fishing bar. This is the one that a lot of people are like, oh, use this one for the hard fish, but I personally like the trap bobber better. But yeah, this is the plush one. Plush one fishing. We can also buy crab pots, but 1,500, that is kind of hefty, so I think I'm just gonna buy some bait and call it a day. There we go. No. There. I could sell the fish that I've already caught, but I kind of want to save it. Like, I know that's kind of weird, I don't know, but I just, I like seeing the big number at the end. Put the sardine up here. And the hoe down here, because we're not going to use it anymore, so. There. that was the amount of fishing we got done today. Once again, if my calculations, I call them, if my rating numbers is correct, that should be 23 fish. No. Yes? 10, 14, 19, 22, 24. Ha! My numbers were wrong. Yeah. Kind of a good amount considering, we actually had to water the plants today. So let's put that's a Gunter thing, community center. No. Gunther. Yeah. Also, I'm not gonna be selling the clams because they don't really sell for that much, and they are gonna be useful for something else. So, no, God, gosh darn it. Let's put this in there. Also, the clams. And boom. And I'm thinking of perhaps actually making some recycling machines and or preserves jars. You know what? Yes to the recycling machines, because those are way helpful with all of the trash that we're picking up. And then let's take out some of the trash that we've gotten. Yes, that's all. And then put those down. 0, 1, 2, 3. No, God damn it, why? Let's do this for the time being. And boom, boom. Now those are going to generate into a lot of different things, actually. The sticks are mostly going to be just negligible pieces of wood. Saga newspaper, going to be like torches and stuff. But the sticks can be made into coal. They have a chance, at least. The paper has a chance to be cloth, which is really good. Trash has a chance to become iron ore. Actually, after I explain this, broken glass and broken CD always turn into refined quartz, which is not going to be useful right now, immediately, but they're going to be very useful for something later on. But future me, if you could, put up the percentages of what these different trash items can be turned into. Very, very interesting. Let's see if anything. Nope, no level ups. But a nice little slump of money right there. And with that, I am going to be seeing you guys in the next time. Let me just see what the weather is going to be. More sun. Hooray. Goodbye.